Hello, we're going to take you through the steps to install and test your new battery programmable brain unit. The first step is to disconnect your existing battery cables. First, disconnect the black negative cable from the negative battery post on the battery. Next, disconnect the red positive cable from the positive battery post on the battery. The second step is to connect the BPB unit to your car's power system. The following instructions are for most common battery mount type. The top mount battery. Connect the positive female clamp with the butterfly connector to the positive battery post and then connect the BPB to the female clamp. Next, connect the male post to the other side of the BPB. This is the side with the no print on it. The third step is to connect the BPB to ground. Begin by connecting the clip end to the black ground wire coming out of the BPB, to the negative battery post, or to a grounded bolt on the chassis. The fourth step is to install the red engine on wire. This wire must be installed to ensure the battery brain will not disconnect the power while the engine is running. This is not required if the ERD tested OK. This operation will also prevent the BPB from disconnecting the battery as long as the ignition is on. Locate a wire or fuse that has a 12 volt when the ignition switch is on the on or run position, and 0 volts when the ignition switch is in the off position. Slide the connector end of the red engine on wire onto the single connector on the BPB that is labeled ACC. Attach the other end of the supplied red engine on wire to the selected wire or fuse that was located in Part A in Step 4. This may require running a wire to the interior of the vehicle. A fuse tap or a wire tap connection may be required. Installing the optional accessory bypass wire will allow you to save presets or memory setting for any electrical device that is required to stay active at all times. Use of this feature will bypass the BPB and may allow the battery voltage to drop below a minimum charge needed to start your vehicle. Installation of the red accessory bypass wire will provide you with a continuous 12-volt power to any accessories bypassing the BPB. First, locate the fuse that provides power only to the accessory that you wish to have active at all times. Next, attach the exposed end of the red bypass wire to the fuse or device you wish to have active on all times. A fuse tap connection may be required. Then, carefully route the wire from the fuse to the BPB. Finally, attach the connector end of the red bypass wire onto the butterfly connector on the female positive post of the BPB. Now we will test the system for proper installation of the BPB. First, press the button of the remote control or the push button to establish connection and start the engine after the installation is complete. If the engine starts properly, proceed to next step. Now we will test for a successful operation of the BPB. Turn off the engine and turn on as many electrical accessories, for example your lights, your radio, windshield wipers, and leave them on. The BPB will cut power from the battery automatically, confirming the BPB is working. This may take some time depending on the battery's age and state of charge. And finally, we'll test the manual disconnect-reconnect using the remote control or the wired push button, depending on the type of device you have. Press the button once to reconnect or establish power, to start the engine or electrical accessories. The BPB can be used to disconnect power manually, on demand, at the push of a button, either using a remote control or the wired push button. To manually disconnect the battery, press and hold the button for 5 consecutive seconds, either on the remote control or the wired push button. And that's it! Your new BPB is installed and ready to use. We hope you enjoyed the peace of mind your new BPB unit will bring.